Is this thing on?
I don't know.
Jeffrey, the answer is always yes. You know that.
Oh wait, you can hear
Is this
me?
song? Is it? We can hear you over the titles.
I just
You'll
think
need
that
to
I'm
go.
talking to myself and shit.
No, bitch. No, bitch. You need to go back and watch every. This is the thing. That's why I put it up because I wanted to catch you all out. Spoilers. Jeffrey doesn't know what's going on. Hey, everyone. Welcome to this week's Uncensored Radio Live. We're back at it again for another week of weird, wonderful wackiness. Of course, we could not do it without the king of all things uncensored. He's going to start today. Jeffrey Emmett, how are you today?
I'm super bloated and my kidneys are mad at me. It's not good.
Care to elaborate, or is that's all we're getting?
I mean, the kidneys are just mad. I think it was from I had some wine a couple weeks ago, and they just haven't been right since. So, Daddy had a little temperature last night. Oh, this is fun. So the doctor's office, and I'm actually quite horrified of it. My aunt was making fun of me. They sent me this box, and I opened the box, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And it was 2 jugs. And underneath it was another little box. And I'm like, what the hell did I order? What is this? Thinking what I ordered some Kool-Aid thing or something?
24-hour urine.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not mailing piss back to New York. That's embarrassing. I'm like, I can't, where am I going to put this jug? They're huge. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't, it just seems very, not okay to me. And so I'm just relying on, I know I got to get my True 10 gummies in. And then, I've been so not sleeping well. I'm very, very tired. So I've been listening to Mantra Dreaming by Katie Underwood, who right now, if you go on iTunes, you can get her new single, Kapow, with Belinda somebody from Bardot. Don't Go Breaking My Heart or something like that. You can get that.
Broken Hearted.
That's it. iTunes, Spotify, wherever music's sold.
Just gonna get her some business. We downloaded Elton John and Kiki.
I'm a little off. Okay, the fever's had me a little confused. The kids are looking at me. I've had to play ball every day outside this week. Okay.
Oh God, are you okay?
You have a fever,
right? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, they're like, and of course they all can hit the ball now with the baseball bat. And I'm like, listen, kids. Daddy wasn't good with baseball when he was a kid. They signed me up and I ended up keeping score because the only time I ever got to a base is when I got hit by the ball. Who knew that was going to become
Daddy's only good at catching balls in the mouth.
Ayo.
Right. My doctor doesn't like when balls fly at my nose.
There goes your social life.
Right. Right. Let's go to Dylan Cody because he's up the top. He's dominating. How are you today, sir?
I feel much better. I was horribly sick the last time I was on, and then I ended up going into what I don't know what it was I got. It turned me into an absolute petri dish. So on top of that, I've also started a new job, so it's been kind of stressful lately. But I'm doing okay. I'm alive. That's
Look,
a start.
Where you working?
Winning. Right now, I work at Lowe's. Believe it or not, I work at Lowe's in the paint department. I get to be a greedy bitch and literally just make someone fuck up their entire color of their bathroom, kitchen, living room. I'm going to give nothing but bad advice all the time and get paid for it.
Dylan's going to bring back Seafoam Green. It's going to happen.
Yes, literally. I am bringing back Seafoam Green.
Seafoam Green.
Look, I'm not picking. Yeah. How are you, beautiful Brookie?
Hi, guys. I'm having a great day wearing my I'm chubby and I get nervous shirt and drinking from my uncensored horror cup. All available on our Redbubble store.
Oh my God! Look, he's trained you so well. Look, Brooke does on-the-job training, so she's just like, yes, on my Redbubble store.
Make that go away.
You did
You've
it.
got to turn. You
Buy
got to
my
press hide,
shirts
mate.
or eat a dick.
Oh. Oh, the red
Can we
bubble's
put
been
that on a
deleted.
shirt?
That's right.
Yeah, well, why
Go
is
to
it
Redbubble. That's all right. I don't know.
Go to
I can
Redbubble.
show you. I can show you the merchandise.
Redbubble!
Look at our merchandise. Go buy it. Oh, it's lovely.
Buy a
Isn't it
t-shirt
nice?
or eat a dick.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Buy a t-shirt.
Meanwhile, the
And you
lady
can be
that
like
featured.
Steve and wear a shirt that says "I fuck on the first date." It's his life motto. Bro, Luke's not here. Somebody's got to fill the void.
The rudeness. The lady who features most prominently on our shirts is Miss Vera, though. How are you, gorgeous?
Doing okay. Hasn't been a bad week. It's almost over, which is good. And I have Monday off, which is even better. So I got a 3-day weekend coming up.
I love that. I love that Vera is. Every time I ask Vera, how she goes, "Week's almost over." That's a highlight. The week's almost over.
This is like
Kick it off.
Friday Eve.
Merry Friday Eve to you all. And of course, last but not least, we have the hilarious Ms. Hardy. How are you today, lovely lady?
I'm pretty good. We're out of lockdown now. It's the second week out of lockdown, so everything's hit me in the face. I just got raped at the gym, so that was fun.
I'm sorry.
right.
What happened at the gym?
What happened was, because we're back at the gym now, so everything's like full on. They literally give you no mercy at all. But highly recommend. 10 out of 10. If you love a bit of torture, go.
We need to just flash this one up. It's called comedy, people. We are not making fun of sexual assault.
No.
Sometimes things just get a little bit racist.
Who
It
doesn't
happens.
like a little sexual assault sometimes? You know what I'm saying? Right in the bedroom.
Jeff,
Choke
it's not
it,
sexual
slap it.
assault if you're gagging for it, mate. Not sexual assault if you're gagging for it.
That's a rape
Sorry.
fantasy.
No, that's
Hi,
wrong.
nice to meet you. I know we just met and we're about to fuck, but do you mind punching me in the face and choking me really aggressively?
Is that your Tinder bio?
It might be after tonight.
It might be now. Why
It
not?
might be.
Add it in. Add it in. Spice it up. Delish.
Spice it up. People like
Delish.
interesting people.
You know what they're going to tell me? They're going to tell me, go get a My True 10 gummy and calm the fuck down.
Oh my
bitch.
god. I wish you would. Oh dear. All right, kidlets. Is everyone ready? Is everyone wearing their bathing suits? You ready to jump in?
Yes.
Cover your eyes
get on it.
because you know we're gonna cop this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
Boobs.
I just love
Every
the
time.
sound is my favorite. I'm so glad I fought so hard for that sound. It makes me happy every time. It's just like, oh, cheers up my week. Cheers up my week. So, look, we're not going to beat around the bush. We're going to talk about it straight up because it is breaking news. The remains of Brian Landry have been found, confirmed by the FBI through dental records. Surely this has to be the end of this story, right, Jeff?
Dental records. Bitch, his parents were just there. Like, you telling me he couldn't rip his own teeth out and, like, put him with somebody else he killed and try to do some shit? I don't believe it. The FBI's not smart. I don't trust none of this. It's concerning and it's very upsetting. There was no such thing as a happy ending in this case. Everything is very suspicious.
Well, you're never going to really know the truth.
Well, it's
right?
unknowable,
Like-
right? If something happens and you're not there, it's unknowable. We
He
can never
knows
know.
he did it, and he didn't want to go to prison.
But it's like that chicken
You're
is...
telling me he's been there the whole time and been dead this whole time and they didn't know?
Oh no, I don't think he's been dead. The
Just
whole
because it
time.
was underwater? How much water was it under? Come on.
I have no idea.
Until Dog tells me he's dead, he's not dead.
And
No,
then
Dog
his
Until
Parents-
Dog
parents,
Done,
confirms
mate.
it's not over.
He's
Dog went
fucking
lame.
bad.
He had to pull out. They had to get rid of Dog.
Didn't he
had
break
to
a leg
quit.
or something?
He did something to his ankle.
Nancy Grace and Dog are not smarter than the FBI. I
does
don't care what you
Nancy
say.
Grace still have a show?
Yes, she was
What?
all over this. That stupid twat.
She's still alive? That's what I was wondering.
I think she's alive.
Stupid twat. I love it. She is a stupid twat.
I thought the dark
But let's face
insider would have killed her by now.
What I find interesting is how many bodies they've found while looking for him.
Yes,
Like-
wasn't that an amazing story?
There's just fucking bodies everywhere.
Very
And how
bad.
many of them did he kill?
None.
You-
But
I don't think he's a
problem
serial
is-
killer.
Nah.
The problem is Cody or Dylan and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Nobody was looking for these other people because they weren't pretty blue-eyed blondes. Now
They didn't have an
oops,
Instagram following.
Yeah. Now, oops! Oh, look, we found this person. Did we even know they were missing? I don't know. That's what the police are
It's
fucking
just like
stupid.
there's someone's grandma, there's someone's uncle,
Yeah.
there's someone else. It's like, oh. It's like a Where's Wally for missing people, but no one was actually looking for them at
Yes.
all.
Maybe
But-
they should just
Yeah.
do a sweep every couple of weeks, stick them
The
all up
body
and
sweep.
identify them.
Honestly,
We gotta go
bad
look
idea.
for bodies.
the FBI division
Don't
for
think
Why
TV
not,
sweeps.
Jeffrey?
This
But
was
it makes you
on,
wonder here in Australia because, like, the outback is so like outbacky. Like, there's bodies everywhere that people are. But there's bodies that people aren't finding. It's like in the Nevada desert. You can't tell me that
Yes.
half of Las Vegas ain't
Yes.
like a body farm. It's just like,
Right?
Yeah.
No.
bye.
Outback.
Oh my
Yes.
god, there's probably so many fucking bodies in dumpsters in Vegas. It's ridiculous. Gambling debts, hookers. I mean, literally,
People's
Vegas
careers.
probably have so many. Literally,
Siegfried Roy. Fuck.
Don't.
Everybody makes
Tiger Walton.
didn't the tiger kill
That-
one of them? Wasn't there a tiger
I
that killed
still-
one of them, or they
Just
died or
made him
something?
No, it attacked him.
paralyzed.
I still think that's
Oh.
brilliant. I still think that's brilliant. Like, I know I shouldn't take joy in the misfortune of other people, but
The gay guy
This is
gets
my-
eaten
Games
by
with
a
stupid
tiger?
prizes.
this is my tiger. Ah! It's like, imagine being in the audience for that shit. Like,
Oh,
I'd
that
have loved it. I'd have
would
recorded it like, do it again.
worth every penny kind of show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get your money's worth.
You got your
But
money.
it's like
Like,
when-
oh, that's a lot of
It's like
blood. I
when
don't think
fucked
that's fake.
it's like when fucked up shit happens at Circus Soleil stuff. Like, you know, when people dive into an inch of water and like, oh, I don't think that's part of the show.
That doesn't look
I don't think
good.
that's part of the show.
Let's record it our phones and not give any medical attention.
We
Well, I don't
as
see-
people have such a morbid curiosity with all of the badness and crazy things that go on now. It's weird.
And sometimes Netflix makes it into a TV show.
Oh, good
Now,
God.
I am the one. I haven't seen it. I could really give two shits about it. But everyone's like moister than an oyster over fucking Squid
Oh my
Game.
god, please take that
So-
picture fucking down. I hate
Who's,
its
yeah,
face.
I counted. Who has anyone watched it on the
No.
panel?
No.
No.
So
Brooke, you're not
my
answering. You watched it,
understanding-
No.
didn't you, bitch?
That was my
No.
thought too.
No,
I have not
my
watched it. I have
understanding-
not watched it. No.
My understanding of it, right, is it's Hunger Games for people that have poor financial planning.
They
So
still
why the
have
fuck should
SNL.
anyone care? Why the fuck should anyone care if you can't manage your finances?
Who can
Isn't
manage
there
Why do you
something
have
about
this
candy?
global corporatocracy we live in?
I don't
Who
know, but
So
if
why
you
are they
look,
playing
if
red light,
you've
green
watched,
light, and the doll's freaking shooting them? Like that's another thing. That's all I'm asking.
it's because if they win the games, they get their debt absolved. But what they didn't know is that they actually will be killed in the game. So it's just the Hunger Games without Jennifer Lawrence.
The only thing that I really know
Or
about this
Stanley
show is
Tucci.
that they were dumb enough to put actual phone numbers.
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
what-
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and people were getting prank calls. I'm like,
That's
this
not
is
even
so much
legal.
fun.
You can't even do that.
You'd never be lonely like for a few days. You know what I mean? You could be like, "Hi, could you send me some money?" Like I would be like, "Hey, have you gone to Redbubble? Hello, have you gone to Redbubble?" I'm like, "Have you checked out
Hold on. Red Devil. See, look,
Like,
if
I'll
anyone
do-
out there,
working that phone?"
if anyone out there has watched Squid Game, can you tell us why we should care? Because I'm really drawing a blank.
I don't
Like
really
really,
think that's
I
our
don't,
demographic.
and that's all I really have to say on the subject because I could care less. We'll come back
I
to
don't
those
know.
days. But
Just like
what
everything else on
people
Netflix, I
do
don't
still
watch.
care about, Netflix are still copping it hardcore over Mr. Chappelle. Now, the voice of all reason, Joe Rogan, has spoken out in a very un-Joe Rogan way. I'm like, oh, this doesn't stink of crazy. Normally,
No.
when Joe Rogan has something to say, it's like the bats are coming, there's piss on the walls, it's the aliens that did it, you've all got COVID.
See, but I think he's actually a very good interviewer. Like, he gets out of people things that you wouldn't see on any other show. Like, he has a different relationship, how he carries the show. Yeah, some of his shit is out there and nutty, but he's a very good interview.
I have to say,
Go, Vera.
I'm not defending Joe Rogan. I do think he had some very valid points about the Chappelle show, but I think he also missed one of the biggest points of the Chappelle show was this was not a transphobic rant. This was a love letter to his friend.
Yeah.
You know, he made it very clear that he loved this woman and he was going to take care of her child because, as he said, she was one hell of a woman. That does not sound transphobic to me in any way, shape, or form. And anybody who says it wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Or doesn't want to pay attention.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think the main problem is people are now putting their stuff on top of this and making it a different conversation. True, I don't think that the employees of Netflix should be, I don't think forced is the right word, but they don't have to be supportive of it if it goes against their beliefs. But
that's their right, and that's their right.
You
to
could
is their right.
believe everything that's ever been on Netflix. Every single one of them.
They really believe in Stranger Things, y'all.
I believe.
Single show on Netflix. Come on, there's some.
They didn't walk off. They didn't walk off when they did the freaking show Cuties. Where was the walkout for that crazy shit? I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I
actually, if you watch all of Dave
like,
Chappelle's show, his shows, he talks about this and how he's like, they're not
he
walking
breaks
out
it
for
up.
that. Maybe somebody needs to take a lesson. He's like, these women didn't do it right.
Oh, that's a great cup, Vera.
Isn't it fabulous?
Oh my god, it is not an infomercial for this brand, okay?
Yes,
guys,
it
there's gotta be content.
Life. Listen, you bitches better be walking around your fucking everyday life talking about, hey, well, you can pick up this shirt at Redbubble, blah, 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 blah. You better be passing out business cards like
I have
candy,
merch.
bitch.
I have merch. I'm happy to tell you about it.
I've just posted a friend's son a hat, and he's like, Auntie Brooke, can you sign it for me? It's the one that tells people to eat a dick. He's like, sign it for me, Auntie Brooke.
You've made it, Brooke.
And I'm like, can I get a pound of salami? Have you seen our Redbubble store?
So yeah, I think that obvious. The thing that's not helping with this either is now that the Netflix execs are trying to walk back their support for Chappelle as well. They're not going to take it down, but they're saying that the communication towards the internal communication with the staff was not accurate, and that's why they're not. I don't know. It's a very weird situation.
Like Joe said, it's about comedy. If we can't laugh at each other and what's going on, like it's going to be a really sad day. Because
really,
I'm pretty sure everybody here has a friend that you've been like, fucking bitch, you wear enough makeup, you look like a 5-cent hooker. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like rag on our friends. Like that's kind of part of relationships.
It's
Jeffrey, we have a merchandise request from Spartan.
There is a hat that says eat a dick.
And there is a hat that says trust the science. Get the motherfucking vaccine, Spartan. I know that's an issue we both agree on.
I know. If there's one person that needs that hat, it's probably him.
Take drinking, join me, or judge me, or join me.
Day drinking. There we go.
You need that shirt.
For everyone.
You need the shirt, the hat, the drink bottle, everything Spartan with eat a dick on it. All of them. All of them. Cute little cartoon on that one.
someone that I wish would eat several dicks just so that they shut up.
Oh my God.
Candace fucking Owens is back in it. So Candace
You do not
thinks that
claim her.
American troops should invade Australia to spread democracy because of a country's lockdown laws and public health orders. She says that it is, what is it? I can't remember the quote. Anyway, we're saying we're stripped of our basic individual freedoms. So our current death toll, as of yesterday when I printed this, was 1,418 compared to 792,000. I think Candace Owen should have maybe finished school first before she has commentary on the world. But, not so much, Vera. I know you want to say something about Candace. Look at... Go!
Can we just stop being so motherfucking stupid?
Please.
Come on.
This is America. We don't do that here, ma'am.
We're not the only democracy on the globe. We didn't even discover democracy. We didn't really discover America. You people have got to open a motherfucking book. Jesus.
This coming from the woman who she was defending Hitler and saying that he was a nationalist, and then walked it back when everyone's like war crimes, and she's like, no.
You can't say
when it comes down to it, she's not that smart, and probably shouldn't have access to wide-ranging exposure, because the shit that she says. Go, Dylan. You have to go. Go. In on Candace.
Listen, you all heard what I just said, right? We do not claim her. Okay? She is not invited to the cookout. Okay? She can't get in. Justin Timberlake can get into the cookout, but she can't get in. Okay? I'm telling you right now, there is a serious problem with this bitch that I cannot put my finger on. And literally, like, Vera, you're literally asking, why is everybody so will everyone stop? No, we won't stop. This is America. We don't do that here. We have the IQ of a fucking rock, okay? I can't even understand why we even let this woman have access to the internet. Why does she have access to the outside world? Why don't we just put her in a corner or in a box or in a prison cell or underground? I don't give a shit. But please, yes, for the love of everything above, can we please pull the microphone or the vocal cords or whatever soul she has left out? I don't care. This bitch needs to get off of the goddamn internet. She is a walking menace. Stupidity is powerful in masses. And stupidity is powerful when someone has a platform to literally push it like a fucking moron and just spew out bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. She literally needs to open up a bank account for the electroshock treatments that need to be given to her in therapy. I don't understand why we have to share oxygen with this bitch. I really don't. You're telling me that black people, we gotta fucking deal with the cut that said that Hitler was a cool ass dude? Why? This is a white people's thing. We don't need this shit. We're dealing with R. Kelly, the baby.
White people don't want her either.
No.
I'm like, white people don't want her either.
A lot of Trump-loving conservatives need her because that's their one black example of racism.
That's like their Mary, Mother of God to the fucking Trumpies. I swear to God.
We have a black one right here. We're not racist. This is our black one. She's not a token. We really like her. Baby.
Listen to me. This is how much I can't stand. Listen to me. I can't believe I'm saying
this could be the show.
I would let Donald Trump into the cookout before Candace Owens. Donald Trump came to the cookout, I'd be like, what's going on, Donnie? Listen, let me holler at you about a minute. Listen, Candace Owens can't come. She can't even come.
Potato salad sounds real good right now.
Dad is not invited to my cookout either.
Who?
Don Trump, he's not invited to my cookout either.
Oh,
I would
bought
sooner
my
let him
sister
in
a
than
Donald
Candace
Trump
Owens.
toilet brush.
I would let Joe Rogan come, but I won't let Donald
Bitch,
Trump.
I'd be on my knees so fast it wouldn't even be funny. I don't care if he's an asshole or not. I would suck that dick out like a golf ball through a garden hose. Boom!
Oh dear.
Well,
Yeah,
Get the Joe Rogan. Jeffrey's getting the Joe Rogan experience.
I would
Hands on.
like the
Yeah.
Joe Rogan experience. I'll pay extra.
I'd like to talk to him, but he can keep his dick where it is.
No.
maybe
Okay.
you could talk to him. Vera, you could talk to him while Jeffrey takes care of him. I don't know.
Read my mind.
I got you, Heidi.
Like, I'm just going to sit here and do my motherfucking part.
Well, look, since we've mentioned the man, we should probably bring it up. We thought we were safe. Like,
No, we
just
never-
when you think you're safe, Truth Social is upon us.
What a
Now-
horrible
For
graphic.
God's sake.
He's got
I
all
know,
that
right?
money, and that's the best they could come up with.
Can we
He's
talk
got
about what?
no
Why is he
money.
always different colors in
That
every
was my
picture?
point.
Can we
He's
talk
got
about
no
what's happened?
money.
He was on
Can we talk
welfare.
about what-
Fuck off, rich ass.
Can we talk about what's happened to Truth Social already?
What's happening?
What had happened?
Have you? People have already hacked it and started accounts with animal bestiality porn and everything in it. So Truth Social is off to a start.
He doesn't
God
really
bless
want-
them all. God
He
bless
does
them.
not really want a successful business. This man
No.
failed at a casino. Casinos are designed to make money. You can't
To
fail
fail.
at a casino. You know, his grift. He is a fucking mastermind grifter. His grift is to raise money from all sources, kite that money somewhere, and then say, "Oh no, the business failed. We're so sorry. All the investors lost all their cash." Meanwhile, he and Melania are sticking that shit up their ass. This is a grift. He doesn't want to start a business. He doesn't want to be president again. He just wants all you stupid people to keep giving him your money. And all of you do. Because he says when you haven't been able to
Don't
say
hate the
out
player.
loud,
Hate the game.
we're better than all the brown people.
Can I
Donald
can I
Trump-
give you the quote? Can I give you the quote?
Yes.
Here it is. So 45, this is what he had to say. I'm excited to soon begin sharing my thoughts on Truth Social and to fight back against big tech. We live in a world where the Taliban has a huge presence on Twitter, yet your favorite American president has been silenced, Trump said in a statement. This is unacceptable.
Now, does he say
I
favorite
hate
as
every
in
time
like
he says that.
he's
I
my
really
favorite
do.
bloody ass whore? Like, I don't.
I think your definition of favorite
Like maybe
is
you're one of my
like
favorite people to talk
loose.
about how shitty you are at your job. Yeah, I love talking about how shitty you are at your job. We'll talk about that till day ends. Day begins again.
What happened?
I
To their
am
other
going to throw
side.
some math at you, people. I'm going to throw
Oh,
some math at you.
Oh God,
Not-
Vera, no!
No, not
No.
maths. No, not maths.
Republicans
No.
love him. 90% of Republicans love him. That's a true statistic. But what they keep failing to tell you is the Republican Party has been hemorrhaging membership forever since Donald Trump won the nomination in 2016. They used to be 42% of the electorate. They are now under 30, approaching 27, and possibly even lower by the end of the year.
They're the Green
90%
Party.
90% of 27 isn't the majority.
So
It's a
they're
very
matching their
small
IQ,
minority.
is what you're saying.
They're a very small minority that keep giving this motherfucker all their money because he says what they want to hear.
All right, Vera, we have to go to want someone else that you love.
Oh God.
Meghan
jeez.
McCain's sad, y'all.
I don't know if
She's
that's the word I would use to describe the situation.
All right, Jeffrey, you the one to talk about. You go, girlfriend.
Oh, I read it like 4 days ago. So basically, she talked about how her time on The View, like it was a toxic work environment. It wasn't healthy. that she was very offended and cried when Joy said she didn't miss her after maternity leave. She also talked about how bad her postpartum was and, you know, all the things that had gone on with her. And it was kind of a mixed bag of, she did take some responsibility that, like, there was an incident where she was screaming and yelling that she was the only Republican on the show. But that she was actually very hurt by what happened at The View. And there was another ex-co-host that I was chatting to who agreed that it is a very toxic work environment.
Did she not know what she was signing up for?
She
Yeah,
said
I know.
she did. She said she did, but she didn't realize there was that much
Did she not
backstabbing.
see what happens on that show regularly?
I think her bigger thing was about what went on backstage.
But look at what happened with a former co-host and another former co-host who happened to be a Survivor contestant. Like, that is what that show's bread and butter is. They know that people watch The View for that simmering tension that's underneath it. Like, you can't deny that. You don't watch The View for information.
No, it's for the
Who gets
drama.
the information from The View?
It's informative.
You want to watch Whoopi go, this fucking bitch. Like,
It's like reading Penthouse for the article.
Literally.
Please.
These bitches.
if she learned nothing from Elizabeth, like, I learn to sell your book better, sweetheart. Like, no one feels sorry for her.
No, they were
about the stuff
really
that went on.
ripping her apart on Twitter, and
No
I
one
actually
feels
felt
sorry
bad.
for her for what happened.
Like,
Yeah,
she just
what
had a
happened to her on The
baby.
View.
She's going through postpartum.
Then don't come back yet.
It was she's a contract.
Yeah, but I'm sure with a medical exemption, there is no
Yeah.
reason why she had. I don't think anyone's
but it's
forcing
Disney.
her hand. But she's just the mouthpiece, right, Vera? She's like Elizabeth was. She's just
She's
the
like
mouthpiece
Elizabeth
for the
was.
party on the show.
Yes. And she's a princess. Sorry. I can't get my words out. She's a princess.
Stroke.
She was born into privilege. She really does think that gives her some insider information and that she's preaching truth to the masses.
But this is what
really
Kathy
just-
Griffin said as well. Kathy
Yeah.
Griffin said she physically watched them hand Elizabeth the talking points for the day that she needed to hit as the Republican there.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
that
of
was
course
under like Bill
Yeah,
Getty.
she's
That was
the
different.
talking
though.
head. And she signed on knowing that, or she wouldn't have let them do her research for them because I
Yeah.
don't let anybody do my research for me. I never did when I was a reporter to let them do my research for me. It's ridiculous. Don't cry me a river. You become a very rich woman. You were a very rich woman to start with, and you knew what you were getting into.
And
but
here's
is it
the more-
okay that the workplace is toxic though?
Have you worked
For a
in
woman that
workplace
comes back under-
wasn't? Come on.
Right, but is there not?
But is
That-
she
Valid
not?
It's
point.
five post-menopause women in a set on TV. I expect there to be some tension going on.
Just
But is she not-
There's tension everywhere. I'm 100
There
fucking
is.
years old. I've had a billion fucking jobs. Very, very few of them are not toxic. Come on. Who here has
Brooke?
been in a job and doesn't hate it?
Me.
I-
Yeah, you own your own
I'm-
business.
Not yet.
I'm going to address Jeffrey on this one. If she knew that she had postpartum and she would be suffering from it, then she should not have gone back. To me, she has put herself in this position willingly, whether there was a contract or not. There are medical exemptions. She caused it herself. Fuck off.
Look,
And
I'm having
no-
a really hard time coming up with
knows that,
excuses
too.
for her. Okay, like,
And look, no offense to Meghan McCain, but you kind of reap what you sow. Really,
You do.
the relationship with your castmates is only as what you make it. And obviously, Joy was. If you expect Joy Behar not to be honest with you, you obviously haven't seen the show that you've been on for the last 4 years because she asked her if she missed her. She said, "No, I didn't miss you at all."
zero.
And you cry about it.
Zero.
Whatever. Zero.
Well,
Speaking
she
of more
sounds
rich
like a
women-
whiny bitch, just saying.
Yeah, more whiny, rich white women.
Oh,
Sharon
Wow.
Osbourne wants everyone to
Oh.
feel sad for her now.
Oh
So
wait.
does Megyn Kelly.
So does
So
Megyn
does
Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. Kelly. How
I-
much that interview did Megyn Kelly say? Oh, and this
Best
happened to me.
haircut
Oh.
I've ever seen. This one bitch has never known how to wear a proper haircut.
Did anybody know that Megyn Kelly had a show?
No, I didn't.
No,
Well,
I
they
did
gave one to
not.
Candace Owens, so they'll give one
I
to
thought,
anyone.
I thought she
really.
got fired. Didn't she get fired from Fox News?
Yes.
She's been fired from many
And
jobs.
listen, that's the beauty of this interview is the two of them just crying a river about how they fucked up, don't take any responsibility. It was so uncomfortable to watch. But there was moments where it was like, okay, you could have had some points there, but it gets lost in the theatrics and the drama and the
Oh,
bullshit of it.
I
The
was
sympathy
tortured.
chasing is the
I was
issue.
canceled.
It was,
I was
it was like a
tortured.
car crash.
When you're like, if everyone's having a problem with you,
It's
then
their issue, not mine.
Not really, no, but it's not really a hard detective work to think that maybe you're the problem.
Common denominator.
Right.
Well, she had
If you have a
audio
conscience.
of the one girl coming into her room and saying, like, it's all okay, like, it's fine, nobody thinks you're a racist. And then 10 minutes later, she went up and made an HR report. So,
Why
and now
did they
she's no
go?
longer with the show.
Again, reaping what you sow, possibly.
Well, they're both gone now.
Yeah, they're both gone. So, too bad, so sad.
She wasn't
on
very
my,
good on the show.
my front.
anyways.
Who
Look, the
watches
show's
The
not
View
very good.
anyway? I mean, honestly,
That's
who
the
even
top, bitch. The
watches
top.
The show, yeah, the show's not very good. It's just a knockoff of the View, and then you get down to the.
You know when
what's
it
that
was
other
good?
one?
You know when it was good? I'm going to tell you when it was good.
When was it
When
good?
Holly Robinson P and Leah Remy were on there. Okay, those ghetto bitches were fun as fuck.
Because Leah Remini will
Yeah,
not
that's what it-
fuck
She'd
with
be
you.
slapping the table, yelling at Julie, climbing on shit.
Because Leah's hood. She's from
She
the
was-
hood.
Right,
That
it
girl's
was
a
so much
genuine ass.
fun.
She's a genuine fucking person from the hood that made it to Hollywood. That's why I love Leah. She does not sugarcoat anything because she's been through some real shit. That's why I understand why people watched it more back then. But like now, it just seems like a mindless group of women so past their
It's
prime.
not even women
Yeah, like,
anymore.
like
Jerry
Jerry
O'Connell.
O'Connell, baby.
Yeah, and there's that other guy.
Jerry's on The View. Are you serious?
No,
No,
the
the
top.
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell's on the talk.
Oh, the
Different
talk. Oh, I don't
shows.
know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
And look,
It's the same
Not
shit.
only
I
did-
don't know what the
not
fuck
only
any of this
did Leah
stuff is.
survive Scientology, she survived
She
Saved
survived
by
the
the Bell, the
talk.
Beach years.
Fuck you. That's what her and I, when she was on our original show, she was our first guest.
Stacey,
It was a horrible.
look, hey,
interview.
I love
I
Stacey
love-
Carosi.
You
Don't
had
even.
me when you were kissing Zach Morris. She's like, "Did I have you when I was kissing Zach Morris on the beach?" I almost came right then and there. I always had such a crush on Leah Remy. Loved her. Love.
well,
Loved her in
Look,
King of Queens,
may
man.
have-
You just crush on her.
Jeff, you may have came at that, but here's someone who is famous for causing dry vaginas.
Pete Buttigieg.
Tucker Carlson
Yeah,
But isn't the guy
has
next to him Pete
taken,
Buttigieg?
yeah. So I don't know. Vera, I feel like you want to take this one. I feel like you have things to say.
Take this one.
Okay.
Yes, Cucker got all up in his little underwear wad, ranting about Pete Buttigieg being on paternity leave, and his big point was, it's not like they have to learn to breastfeed. Well, Cucker, I know that you think you have a point other than the one on the top of your head, but, buddy, parenting or parenting is not just about feeding. There's all sorts of things. You need to shut the fuck up. You are such an ignoramus. I can't believe how far you've gotten in this world.
Heidi, what do you say, huh?
I don't know politics.
I don't care about these people. That is my problem. Like, I hear about them and I'm like, good chat, great story. I don't care. Like, you guys go home.
facts.
I love hearing what you guys have to say on the matter. Honestly, I'm frothing it, but I just don't care.
Heidi,
You're better for it, too.
the Aussie triad don't have to deal with it. We just get to
Nah,
sit out
man.
the back and watch. We watch
Oh,
it
shut up.
we
unfold.
can't even leave you out of
I'm-
our stupidity. Candace Owens.
I am
would
so
save you.
used to
Oh.
and going,
Uh-oh.
nah, I don't
Oh,
have to pay
Heidi had a
attention to
stroke.
this. Like,
The dingo got her internet connection.
Do you
That's all
smell
right.
Am I
toast,
back?
Heidi?
Listen, man.
You're back.
no, I
One
was just
more.
saying, I'm so
Tucker
used
Carlson.
to-
Tucker Carlson's just a cunt, man. He is such a
He
fucking
is.
loser. I really,
Bullshit.
honestly, I really would love, honestly, an opportunity. Just give me 1 hour live on Fox News. Let me go bar for bar with this fucking idiot. So I'm telling you right now, I'll ruin his fucking life. I'll send him home to his fucking beautiful penthouse apartment and make him call his fucking parents. That dude is a fucking loser. I can't believe, again, another person like Candace Owens, I can't believe we have to share oxygen with when it's so rare as it is
I
right
know.
now. How? Why do we let him breathe oxygen? We could put someone else there that's equally stupid, but just has a lot more to say that has some kind of substance to it. Every time Tucker Carlson speaks, I swear to God, someone gets a vasectomy in the country. It's just like I can't
Tucker
understand
I
where
have
this
one
guy's come
more.
from. First of all,
I have one more
Pete is a
thing.
parent. He's a parent. Leave him alone.
He's a parent. I have one more thing. Vera, do you want to quickly explain who Tucker Carlson is for Heidi?
And the rest
'Cause
of the
Heidi,
Australians.
Tucker Carlson is a pundit on the right-wing media Fox News. He has the primetime evening show, and he gives his opinion to millions and millions of opinion-starved Republicans every single night. And his opinion is always ill-informed, and everybody who watches him loses IQ points daily.
Basically, it'd be
He,
like Luke's channel. Whatever
He's
Luke listens
basically
to.
feeding the flames of ignorant fuckery.
Yes.
Right?
So maybe his parents should apologize to America. Just
All right,
saying.
I got one more to make Vera angry. All right, Vera,
Oh,
go
Do
for
you
it.
want me to read it, or do
Dennis
you want me to
Prager.
discuss it?
You talk all about it because it's your wheelhouse.
Conservative pastor has been praying to the Lord to get COVID because he believes that that's God's way of immunizing the world against COVID, is to get the disease and create antibodies ourselves, and that the Lord will protect him and he'll live through it. And you know what? He probably will, because he's probably got really great insurance, and he's probably getting monoclonal antibodies, which are science in action and do help to mitigate the disease. But not all of us can afford it, because not all of us have great health care, like all of these high-paid pastors preaching, don't get the vaccine.
It's just amazing
If there is
how
God,
much.
when you get to the other side, I think he's gonna slap the fucking shit out of you.
It's just amazing how much you get away with money, but some people just can't get away with shit, especially if it's your grandmother's funeral.
Oh,
Dr.
savage.
Dre's
This is- oh.
Dr. Dre's ex-wife has filed him papers at his grandmother's funeral. According
Savage.
yes, definitely. Sources close to the couple have opposing stories, where they claim the documents were served. Those in Dre's camp are saying they were served at the burial site. Meanwhile, those connected to Nicole are saying it was in the cemetery's parking lot. Yes.
It's so much different.
Does
That
it
sounds
matter?
so much better.
I'm not
You've
mad.
just
Listen,
buried your grandmother.
she's only getting $300,000 out of her requested $1.9
I agree,
million.
DC.
How is she gonna pay
Savage.
for all of the things she needs in life? It's not right. I'm telling you, they've been married a long time. He needs to fork over the cash. I'd have sent it to his grandmother's funeral too.
That's just, it's so savage. Like,
That's
They made an
rough,
agreement
man.
that the prenup wasn't valid anymore. And now he's like, nah, fuck that. I would have delivered it right. I'd have put it in her casket.
that was a pissing contest, and she just wiped it out with a
She wins.
tsunami of
She
piss.
won. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I mean, regardless of who's got more money or not, she won that one. That's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win.
I was gonna
It's
say,
game over.
her-
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
her dick is obviously bigger than his because she just
Yeah.
fucking proved it. Just saying.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Heidi?
less
She
savagery.
got some
It's less
cojones.
savagery and more iconic figure.
It's like something you'd see on Empire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it really
Yeah.
is.
It's like
Right,
what?
exactly.
Is
That's
that
exactly
cookie?
what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's
just a
iconic
weird
behavior.
flex. Like
Taraji.
a very weird flex. Speaking of weird flexes,
Because I'll tell you right now, the rap
look at
community.
look
rap
at
community make fun of
look
her.
at Tara Reid's tiny vegan bag.
What is that photo? That's what I'm more concerned about. And the way she's holding the bag. Like
I'm
I'm
that.
Shit,
concerned
man.
about that face.
Oh, Steve, you
Tara
can't
Reid?
talk about a woman's face. Now
Hey,
the
she
trans community's
good.
going to be
Is it
all
her?
over this.
Babes,
Is
she
it-
looks like she knows who murdered
Oh,
her.
good lord.
I was
She's
trying to say,
haunted by
she
it.
looks
Look.
like she got dug up.
She went to Caitlyn Jenner's surgeon.
Oh.
That's her
Malibu,
best
baby.
mistake.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's
It's just a weird
Too far?
flex, a very
Too
weird
soon?
flex for her to come out of nowhere
She's not
and
dead.
go, vegan leather handbag, anyone?
Look at she's got to do something. There's no more Sharknadoes.
I kind of want one.
Sharknado's over. She just waiting. She's
oh, bring back more
praying for those-
Sharknado. I love Sharknado.
She's-
Those were so good.
She's praying for those fucking American Pie reunion movies, isn't she? She's always the one they go to. Do you think there'll be another
gonna
one?
have
I really hope so. I really
Literally.
hope so.
Because no one else gives a shit anymore. It's where she gets
She's like
all
the
her money.
low hand of the Mean Girls cast.
Those
Like,
last two were horrible.
Very that.
very that. Like
Very that.
Lindsay Lohan's like, I really want to do a reunion, and everyone else is like, well, too bad. We actually had careers after the movie.
Right.
We didn't.
Allegedly.
We didn't allegedly snort them
Well, yeah, I
away.
saw that big fat gay dude from that movie. He did some video about my Italian grandma or something on YouTube. I saw that.
He's done lots of stuff. He's been in Looking. He's done documentaries. He's done like everyone in
What
that,
was he
everyone else in
doing
that
in
cast.
Looking? They hired fat people for that show?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should try to look for some
Caesar.
HBO.
I was say, Jeffrey,
Three?
send them your book.
Listen, here's
Jeffrey's
the script.
Jeffrey's
This is-
Blue Sky place.
This is the thing. I hung it up on the backdrop behind the camera, and I'm like, hello. Thank you for joining us for today's demonstration. We'll be talking about Blue Sky. Blue Sky is people working together. Blue Sky is a place in West Midtown. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know.
Sell it.
I'll get my
Hey!
Jaden to give you
We're
lessons,
here
Jeffrey.
today, and we are talking about blue sky.
This, in the words of
Blue
Montel,
sky.
is how we do it.
I'm crying. I
do
can't.
it.
Good song. This is how we do
Do
it.
it.
And then
I can
Lily
have
just start
fun too,
breakdancing in the middle of the floor. I need to go to a fucking wedding.
Do we really care about Angelina Jolie and her
Nope.
upcycled kids?
Nah.
Not really.
No.
No.
Is
I
the
I
movie
feel like
good?
that freak.
She's poor. That's
feel
why
like-
she
Yeah,
had to
is
do
the
it.
movie good? I do.
I
care
feel like
about
that freak show's past, right? We
Yeah.
don't really care about Jolie anymore.
Yeah.
She's poor.
Um,
We do care
No.
about the
What's-
Eternals.
Where's Brad?
Do we care? Look,
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
this
care a
way.
I think she
little.
makes a good point.
A little
I
bit.
think Britney
Yeah.
should I think Britney should get out of Hollywood. I think Britney should maybe move to Hawaii and just keep spinning and spinning and spinning towards freedom. Because that's all she does.
Brittany can do anything she fucking wants. She's
Oh,
free.
Britney spin. No, actually,
He-
Britney spins.
I
and
would
gets
agree
kicked
though. How
out,
about
they
the
say.
Hollywood gimmick? I mean, I don't blame Courtney Love for saying that. I think she's right.
I don't
Run,
think Britney's gonna.
run as fast as you can,
Nah.
girl. You got out.
I'm with
You got out.
No.
Britney
that's
is
a
all
cold-
about this.
That's a cold fucking
I
industry right there.
She is
That's a
fucking waiting to
cold-
do that interview, and I think the problem is
She's
gonna
writing
be
a book.
She's gonna.
Did you
come
see
off
her
really
shade her
foolish.
sister?
Do you
She's writing a
read
book.
anything
Yes,
that she writes
yes,
on Instagram?
yes.
She sounds like a teenager.
But I live for. I'm gonna write a book saying shit I should shut up about. I'm like, yeah, Britney,
Shit, I
yes.
should shut up about.
And,
Go on,
and
Britney.
Jamie Lee, Jamie Lee Spears was removed from a campaign for bullying.
They wouldn't
That-
take
that,
the
like-
free money.
They wouldn't take the
I'm like,
money
wait a
from her.
minute. Call me. I'll take the free money, bitch. You can donate it right
Well,
here. I got
Let's face it, it's probably Britney's money. So
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's all
She ain't
Britney's
making-
money. It's all
it
made
was
off of
just-
album sales, concert sales, tickets,
she ain't
all
making
that shit.
that
Well, it
fucking
should have changed the
bullshit
name
of
of
a
the book.
country album she tried to release. Jamie Lynn.
She had
What Jamie Lynn?
her
What Jamie
original
Lynn
title
should do? Yeah.
was
Go.
I Must Confess. I couldn't remember it for a minute. I was lost.
Look, can't do anything off her own back. Can't do anything off her own back without her sister's name, except get pregnant to your TV show's producer and then you get cancelled.
And she did that on her back, so it's all good.
We don't know who
And
the
fucked up
producer
Zoe
is
101
allegedly.
for all of us millennials who like that show.
Sorry, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's face. Where is it? The thoughts and opinions expressed during the broadcast are that of the speaker and not fully express the opinions of the Uncensored Radio.
Or more specifically, Katrina A. Johnson from Nickelodeon's All That.
Look. Specifically, it's
Oh,
how you
like
yeah,
that?
my
You
bad,
like that?
Trina.
I was like, isn't it specifically?
Yes.
No, Pacifically.
Jeffrey can't even English today. What
I
the
was
fuck?
thinking
Can't
on
English
purpose. Like oh god.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I don't think the Americans are going to care about this because I don't even know if you think you know who they are. But
The Wiggles.
I do
Oh,
know who the Wiggles
yeah.
are.
I'm going to
Yeah, I
be
know
glad
the
to see the
Wiggles.
back of Emma, just quietly.
No.
Really? You don't like Emma?
Wash
I
your
want to.
mouth,
I
like
Emma.
want to. Okay.
Wash your
Emma
mouth.
Wiggles,
Give me
let me tell
details.
you.
What's wrong with her? Give me details.
Can
I
I-
like the Wiggles.
Go, bro.
I got this one. I have children. My
have
Matthew
killed.
is. I have killed children. No, I haven't. I have children. I have children. My Matthew turns 10 today. All right. He's a beautiful little soul. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Matthew.
I'll show him. But he is autistic. And let me tell you, when I let Emma Wiggle know this, when he was at a concert, we were dressed as Emma and Lockie from the Wiggles. He had his little purple shirt on. I had my yellow Emma bow. He was so excited. And she gave him like just the most attention. And she was just beautiful and caring with him. And look, to me, that goes a very, very, very long way. You might not like her, Steve, but in the words of Heidi, you can just shut your whore mouth. That's it.
Your mouth.
It's not that I don't like her. I just the marketing behind like no one else in that group gets like she's got her own show, she's got her own done it like just go.
I didn't
Like,
even know there was a girl in the Wiggles. I thought it was all dudes. I knew there was.
do you know who I'm loving? I'm loving
No,
the
right?
music. I'm
Jeff
loving the
Murray
music.
and Anthony. Is Anthony still there? I think Anthony's still kicking it with
Yeah.
the Wiggles.
So Anthony is like the main producer of everything. He literally took charge of everything.
Yeah, and now
So
they've got
okay.
Wiggles,
Like the OG.
Wiggles Next Generation, and the chickie, the chickie that was the substitute one is now she's 15 and she's landed the fucking gig, set for life. She only has to work for like what 5 years, 10 years. She can fucking retire. She's done.
And she
Yeah,
said,
It's
That is a
incredible
boss
representation, not only for
And she's-
females as well. To bring
I
investment
miss
into
the old
children.
gang though. Sometime I miss Greg Murray, Jeff, and Anthony. They were the
but
shit.
she's a woman of color
those
as
guys.
well.
But she's a woman of color as well.
Oh,
so
really?
she's
No
full
shit.
circle, yeah. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
It's so nice to see. But
That's
back to
awesome.
Emma,
That is cool.
she
Back to
literally
Heidi's got back to Emma.
back to Emma, because I'm not mad at you. She literally started paving the way for female performing artists because we grew so accustomed, other than High Five and all of that, we grew so accustomed to something that was purely male dominated. And then Emma come in and she was like, hey guys, no, not on my watch. And she literally
Give me
took
some money.
over. Give me some money. But then also, her and Lockie got together, the divorce, they're not together anymore. They still maintain, whatever.
Oh,
friendly
Lockie
business
is her
relation.
husband. Okay, I saw the comment on the
Ex-husband.
podcast.
Was
Lockie.
past tense, babe.
You know what?
Yes.
We had women
Oh,
in my day.
oh,
we had Sharon
there's
Lois
a
and
drop.
Graham.
Who did you have?
Dylan?
And Sharon, Lois, and Bram are not going to be worth nearly half as much as Emma.
Wait, the elephant show?
Yes, Steve, my love.
Dylan, I've got some good news for you. You need to come to Australia because the original lineup of the Wiggles do 18+ shows here where you can get
they're fucking hilarious
you
too.
can get
So
loose as a goose
I
and they
am
play
getting so
everything.
fucking drunk and singing the fuck out of Hot
Iconic
Potato
behavior.
while holding a fucking Jack and Coke. I am literally getting lit to a show like that. That would be the best fucking thing ever. I thought Greg retired though, because Greg was dealing with a lot of health issues at the time. Like he
He had
collapsed.
cancer.
I think at a
real
show one
serious
time, like
about this.
yeah, like Greg's been going through it, so I feel so bad for him.
Mate had
And then I don't know
had
what
a
Jeff.
stroke
I
on
know Murray's
stage.
playing
Went,
guitar. Jeff's doing it.
Oh no.
He went to my
Yeah,
high
like,
school
That's
fun fact.
dope
It
though.
was-
They do
it was,
18+ shows. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Look, Dylan's moister than an oyster
That
now.
is
He's
so
like,
cool.
yes, I'm coming down under.
Oh, I just want to
Finally."
go see him. Like, I just gotta see what this is.
I feel like Dylan's got a Wiggles chubby, but look, none of
Yeah.
my business. You
I
do
gotta-
you.
Speaking of coming to Australia, I called Kelly the
I
other
grew
night.
up. Listen to me. Don't make fun. I grew up on these
Jeff-
guys from the age of 5.
Jeffrey.
I was literally addicted to the Wiggles.
I called Kelly and I said, look, I said, I'm going to take the kids to Australia. I said, but, I'm not going to fly because there'll be murders or I'll go to jail or something. I'm like, so I'm going to take the boat. I found a cruise. It's like 23 days. We'll do a cruise there.
From Hawaii.
No.
Don't do it.
For a while.
No,
and then
no.
we'll take a cruise back.
Almost a
Kelly,
whole month on a boat?
Are you insane? I'm like,
Yes.
what?
Hell
Really poor.
Oh.
You in danger, girl.
Girl, no.
Why?
No.
You'll be fine. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why he'll be
Bad
fine?
idea.
Kids club. Someone else will take care of his children. He doesn't need
You're
to do
not
shit but get
wrong.
fucking drunk.
Have you met
Je-
Jeffrey's
Sitting
children
down
though?
on the deck of the ship with the captain, just having a
Doesn't
drink.
matter.
Hey, man, you do this often?
They will be somebody else's problem.
Can you
for
please just
23
record
days.
Gabe's everyday reaction? I live for Gabe's reactions. to
My only
everything.
worry is that I
Hey, what a
obviously
bagel.
would need a room with a balcony, like a kind of a larger room because I'm a princess. But I'm afraid to have the balcony because I can see like Tyler.
I'll go
being the
over.
kid. He'd be over the bitch, and he'd be the one falling off.
Tyler will be out, babes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay
I'm like-
because
Tyler will
there's
be
like
cast away.
there's a high lock on the door that you can lock, Jeffrey. Like it's really high.
they'll
Don't
get
worry.
a stool. They'll get a stool.
Don't get us.
Jeffrey's
Listen,
kid.
they had window
Jeffrey's kids are
alarms, door
smart.
alarms, and we had motion sensors upstairs when they first came. Like this was what the foster care agency recommended because they would get up into the middle of the night and get into all kinds of crazy shit. Twice, Aiden let the hamster out, and I had to have a furnace guy come at 9:00 at night on a Friday to come rip the furnace apart to get the fucking hamster out. And then when we put Bobby and Whitney back together, Whitney was kicking the shit out of Bobby. We had to separate them.
Like in real life.
Yes.
It's like,
She was
Let's
beating
not-
the
Rest
shit.
in
I think
peace,
it's because
Whitney,
she
we
was
miss
in the
you.
furnace for like 2 days.
Oh,
Let's not
poor
forget,
baby.
What?
Jeffrey. These people, the majority of these people weren't here for poop on the air conditioner either.
Oh yeah, that's traumatic.
oh
Yeah.
my god, one of your kids shit on the air conditioner.
Human
freaking
feces
love
on the air
that.
conditioner.
What had happened was we went through a phase, and I don't care, Aiden. I hope you watch this and you're an adult and you're embarrassed because damn it, I've had to live through it, child.
Ooh.
This kid
Save
would
this,
get mad
clip
and he
this.
would pee in his room. He would like urinate all over, and it was hardwood floor. And I moved the dresser because I'm like, why does it smell like piss in here? And I'm trying to find, what's going on. Is there pissy clothes? And I moved the dresser and realized, oh my God, he's pissing, but he's moving the dresser and pissing behind it. I'm having a heart attack. So whatever, I clean it, do all this kind of crazy stuff to it. The next day, I moved the dresser back, and he pissed so much in the corner, the dresser had saturated the piss up through it. So then there was wet marks from where the dresser was on the floor. So the whole dresser had to go. So then he would get mad, and he apparently decided to shit his pants and flung it out the bedroom window, not realizing that there was a huge air conditioner underneath his bedroom window into the kitchen and it landed on the air conditioner. So then we found what we're like, who left it, a chocolate cookie outside? Like, what did he get into? And then we're looking at it, and Luke's like, "That's shit on your air conditioner." Like, it was Aiden, in fairness though, listen, Aiden's he's also flushed the company credit card. 160 some odd dollars has gone down the drain, along with other
You
things.
haven't killed him yet?
I would get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I'd walk in and I'd open the bathroom door, and it would be covered in like pink baby lotion and baby powder, and like chemicals would be like, it was very, very difficult when they first came.
Adventure.
It sure as fucking was. It really was. Every night, you never knew what he was gonna do.
Look, it's like, surprise, motherfucker!
And do you know who else has stories for days? Do you know who else has stories for days and feelings? Our very own Vera. And it's time for the section that we love to call Vera Van. That took a long time to come up on my end. All right, Vera, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Vent.
So, as often happens here on the Uncensored Radio, parts of this rant have already been covered tonight. But I got a point and I'm going to make it. We all know that Facebook listens to our conversations and tries to monetize every one of us. I had an innocent conversation with a coworker about wanting to buy an RV and travel the country after I retire. It gets closer every year, so it's becoming more of an issue for me planning for retirement. And it came up again a couple weeks later, and I said, when I lived in California, you used to be able to go to Mexico and buy cheap cars. I wonder if you could go to Mexico and buy cheap RVs. Lo and behold, my Facebook feed is filled daily, at least 20 different ads for RVs, some from America, some from Canada, some from Mexico, and in Spanish. Ooh, más enjoyable, huh? Look at all this cargo room. I can't even speak Spanish, and I can't listen to it in Spanish because, I can't turn it off once it's on. I do really want an RV. But this morning, one showed up that really, really alarmed me. And it was for a fully armored RV. A fully armored RV? Are we fucking here? Is this where we are? Are we at Mad Max and Thunderdome? Is this the fucking Hunger Games? Do we need a fucking armored RV? How the fuck did we get here? And you know how I think we got here? Misinformation and miseducation. We have an entire population of barely literate, barely educated, ill-informed people who really believe that because of the color of their skin, they are smarter than the rest of us. When I got out of journalism school, I had a 4-year degree from Syracuse University. While I was at Syracuse University, I was production manager for the Daily Orange, the largest student-run newspaper in the country. I applied for a job here in Auburn, New York, at our little newspaper. This was a long time ago, kids. It used to be a better newspaper. Now it barely exists. The white editor who ran the paper at that time said I wasn't the right fit. He thought that he wanted a little more experience. He didn't want anybody out of college to be in his newsroom. You know who was in his newsroom? People who didn't have any college, people who didn't have any journalism experience, people that didn't go to J school, high school graduates who thought it might be fun to write a cooking column and who thought it might be fun to write a music column. And I'm not putting down these people. They were all pretty fine people. I did enjoy them all. I'm not putting them down. But they all had one thing in common. they were all white. And I really do believe from the bottom of my heart that I was kept out of that newsroom because I'm a person of color. And I think the problem in this world is that white privilege has become so ingrained all across the globe. This is not an American problem. This is a global problem. That there are people running around really honestly believing they are better than other people because of the color of their skin. I think that education has become non-existent. There are people who think they know the truth and they listen to Tucker Carlson and they think he's so smart, but they think that socialism and communism are bad and democracy means capitalism. They think they're the same thing. They can't think for themselves. There are people who are medical professionals, anesthesiologists and nurses who are refusing to get the vaccine because they don't know what's in it. Bitch, you don't know what's in a hamburger. You don't know what's in a hot dog.
Preach.
You don't know what's in the air you breathe every fucking day. Why do you think that there's something in this vaccine that you haven't already inhaled or ingested? You know, you probably are smoking cigarettes. You know, there are politicians who think that the problem with democracy is too many people are voting. We have become educated idiots. People don't fucking know what to think. And in the absence of true information, they are willing to listen to idiots like Candace fucking Owens. You know what? I hate to say it. I know that conservatives say the liberals don't want to live in a black and white world, but you won because you've already made this about black and white. Education shouldn't be about black and white. It should be for everyone, including you people. And you think you're educated because you got great jobs at banks out of high school, whereas people of color with master's degrees were getting turned down right and left. But no, it's not about education. It's about the color of your skin. And if that's how you see it, we've already lost. Give up the ghost. We don't need to vote because we can't make a difference.
Very nice, Vera. It's kind of like the whole let's look at the more ethnically diverse version of West Side Story directed by Steven Spielberg. Right? No.
Are we going to do a
I don't
clip?
think he's American. I don't think he's American, right? Just quietly.
Oh, is there no clip?
No.
I thought we were going to see a clip.
So-
I would like to point out, though,
I'm not fucking with that copyright, baby.
the original version about whites versus Hispanics had an
With
entire
ballet.
gang of Hispanics that included only one Hispanic.
Yeah,
Every
that's right.
other person in that Hispanic Puerto Rican gang was a white person in dark makeup.
And gay as the day is long. Oh! But work for Rita Moreno, by the way. Work. She's back. She's the only one that fucking survived. Anyway, quickly before we leave, we have to do a What the F Weekly. What the? The banners are not working for me. Okay. Anyway, we have to talk about this one because some people just really have a bug up their ass about the weirdest thing. Here we go. Attention, satanic socialists. This is a home of a patriotic Christian family. We work hard and we pay taxes. We do not celebrate Satan's Day. We do not give away free candy to lazy, entitled freeloaders. No handouts. Welcome to America. If you want candy, get a job and find Jesus.
That's
Oh my
great.
Hallelujah.
Please. My sister said something about this. You should have heard her. My sister went off on my Facebook on this and she's like, they've obviously got sand in their vaginas because Trump didn't get reelected. And I think that is like all of the century. Okay? These people have sand in their vaginas.
Now,
Really?
I think these people need to read their Bible because I don't think a bigger socialist ever existed than Jesus. He was all about take away from the rich. He was the original Robin Hood, but socialism is
Who
fake.
flexes paying their taxes? Like, how is that a flex? Like, I'm
Not
paying my
Donald
taxes.
Trump.
I'm an American citizen. Like, motherfucker,
Well, look.
you're probably going to be put in tax evasion jail. You stupid hillbilly cunt. Shut the fuck
You
up.
pay
Woo!
so much taxes that Jeff Bezos can go to space just for fun.
It is
He
cock
pays
Bitch, you
rocket.
are my taxes. I own you too. My taxes go to get you your shit. Fucking garbage ass.
So, if you have
I
the
can't stand
nightmare of
people.
sand in your vagina or something else scary, we would like your scary stories. So, if you have something
Yes.
weird or creepy that's happened to you, a friend or family, please, 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 please share it via video, audio, or email to myuncensoredradio@gmail.com. We are running down to the wire, folks. I want a creepy Halloween, and you gotta help out, y'all. Otherwise, there's no candy for
Fun.
anyone.
Go!
Ooh! Exactly.
Please stop showing the story of Jeff.
That's what I will do to your house if you do not submit some kind of video, audio, or anything to us. But of course,
Maybe
if
that's
we're
what
doing
got
that,
us
you
there.
know what we've got to do. Here we go.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out
Compost of that.
Who just can't stop.
It was his business, babe. He can't sue himself. It was
And here's the thing, Heidi, you don't understand. For years, like I would argue with my business partner, these floors need to be buffed, bitch. They're terrible. You're a lesbian. This is your job, not mine. You know what I mean? Like I count money. You do the floors. So she's like, you can't do it. You don't got the upper body strength for no floor buffer. I'm like, I'm fine, bitch. I'm fine. I turned it on, bitch. That thing, it really don't show the force that it fucking threw me. Okay, like I turned it on and I was just gone. Like I was standing
Buff
and
the
I
floor
was
and then buff
removed
you in the process.
from the
Fucking
fucking
hell.
location. I was
And
at.
that's how the newest Hawaiian island was formed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of Uncensored Radio for this week. I will see you all next week. Peace!
Bye.
Or, as they say in Jeff's new native country, aloha.